Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Iron Kaiser Gaming, and welcome to Age of Empires 4. Yeah, you know it. Listen, if you're a fan of Iron Kaiser Gaming, you know I'm a big Age of Empires 2 guy. I'm a big Age of Empires 3 guy. But never really got into Age of Empires 4. I mean, I pre-ordered it when it came out, and I tried it when it first came out, and I just didn't really connect with it. But I've had people tell me that the game has gotten really good over the years, and they've got an expansion pack coming out that I'm rather interested in, bringing the Knights Templar and the House Lancaster to the game. So I figured, why not give old AoE4 a spin and see what I can do. This replay is my very first ever multiplayer match, because that's how we do things here at Iron Kaiser Gaming. We jump right into the multiplayer. So yeah, I played one skirmish just to kind of get my feet underneath me, and then I threw myself right into 1v1 multiplayer. So this is a quick match battle, and we're gonna see in my very first multiplayer game if I have what it takes to pull off a win. I'm playing with the British in the orange. I figure playing with the English civilization, I shouldn't say the British, the English. The English make a lot of sense here. I mean, they're kind of I get the feeling these are probably the beginner civs, right? And in my opening build here, I just thought, let me bring my AoE2 skills into the game. I'm bringing my AoE2 build. So 6 on sheep, 4 on wood. I have purposefully not memorized the meta starting build for the English or anything like that. I'm just going in off what I know about Age of Empires games, off of strategy games. I'm just gonna see if I can make it work. So guys, if that sounds like fun, this whole noob adventure that I'm stepping into here in AoE4, if you want to see more out of Age of Empires 4, let me know in the comments below. Be sure to consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate that. It helps spread the news of Iron Kaiser Gaming, so really appreciate that, guys. Let's go ahead and dive into this match here. My opponent in the red, let's see if I can turn off the, here we go. In the red, my opponent, Seth Bro Chillin', wants to chill. I can appreciate that. He's in the red, playing as the Holy Roman Empire, which is definitely, when I played, back when the game first came out, I did play some games, you know, early on, just like skirmish matches, and the Holy Roman Empire was the civ I played, but I remember so little about AoE4. I know they've got the prelates that kind of boost villagers, and I'm expecting infantry play or cavalry play from the HRE, because again, I'm an AoE2 guy, and I know that's how they play in Age of Empires 2, and I figure, you know, it can't be that different between the Teutons of AoE2 and the Holy Roman Empire of AoE4. We are playing on, I forget the name of this map. I'm calling it Donut. That's not what it's called, but I'm calling it Donut. So I knew that there was water on kind of the center map here, and you know, I get the sense. One of the funny things about playing strategy games is when you play them for a long time, you develop an intuition of things. You know, a sense of how strong you are militarily, how good your eco is. I don't have that as an AoE4 noob. My scout gets away with 3 HP out of 110. And decides to say hello. Boom. Goes down. All of these sheep. Ugh. Immediately turn into his sheep. Disgusting. I hate it. And I don't even get any really useful info off of that. I pretty much just threw my scout into the enemy town center. Classic old school mistake. But I think I'm doing okay back at home. Let's see. I've got... What is this? Is that 16 vills for him versus 18 vills for me? So I do have the stronger economy. Although my opponent is going to be the first up to age 2. Yeah, definitely. He's about to hit age 2. I have not even started yet. Focusing more on the eco. I've got 3 on gold over here. Yeah, he hits feudal at the same time I'm getting started. Picking up a lot of deer meat. I would love, by the way, speaking of comments, you know, I'm always suggesting guys leave comments and stuff, but definitely for this whole noob AoE4 journey that I may or may not be on, depending on what you guys want, I definitely would appreciate some tips and tricks. You know, because I can definitely improve my sense of how to play this game. What I do know, you know, because I've read a little bit of it about AoE4, right? Obviously, the English, I know that longbows are in their back pocket, and I know that the council hall here is a really good opening for the British because you are able to train up those longbows and train them faster than you can at a regular archery range. So I was kind of aware of what my wonders could do for me, and I knew I wanted this one in Age 2. Try to transfer sort of a slow, eco-focused Age 1 into some Age 2 damage. One thing I don't know how to do, kind of another option in the English tool belt, is you get the men-at-arms in Age 1, which is pretty cool. But like leveraging that into some kind of rush, some sort of attack, I don't know the best way of pulling that off. And yeah, you can see I hit count Age 2 immediately. Getting out longbows, trying to get an army up and running. My opponent, Seth Bro chillin'. He is, if we take a look, let's see, he's got 23 eco to my 23 eco, so we're actually even economically. Something that I probably let happen, I'm always doing this in AoE4, is letting my town center idle during the age up. Because again, AoE2, AoE3, you know, you normally age up at the town center. It shuts down villager production. It's not how it works in AoE4, so I gotta get used to that. My opponent has he's got more resources in the bank, but I don't know whether that means that he's got a stronger eco, or whether it just means I'm doing a better job of actually spending my resources. Yeah, my thought process here was, you know, I'm going to go all in on these longbows. And if my opponent goes infantry, I should win that in the combat triangle, right? I mean, archers beat infantry, sure. Got a couple of spears, too, that I'm hoping will do the job against enemy knights. In case he goes cavalry. Or at least provide a front line for the archers to do their work. A little slippery there, but they're on their way. Alright. My opponent has a dock. He's the first one to a dock. Oh, caster mode. Hey! Oh, guys. Yes. Leave me a like just for that right there. Leave the UI a like, man. That's awesome. Okay, so I have a Slightville lead now. He's got a slight army lead. We're about to maybe get our first battle of the game here. As, what does he have here? Several horsemen, 5 horsemen, 6 archers. Versus my 7 longbowmen and 3 spears. Interesting. I don't think I have enough spears. The longbowmen are not doing terrible work. But I think the spears, I just don't have enough of a front line. These guys are going to go down. Yeah. Seth Bro Chillin' takes this fight. Oh, that stings. Now, thanks to this awesome UI, I am able to see here, he's just now picking up wheelbarrow. I've already got wheelbarrow, and I already have lumber preservation too. So I think economically, I still like where I'm at here. Got more vills, and I think they're doing more work. I knew to pick up the ecotechs right away, the wood techs. Partly, again, AoE2 habits, those are always the ones you want to grab first. I don't know if that's true in AoE4. But I did know I'm going heavily into longbows. I need spears as my kind of frontline unit. So if I'm combining those 2 units, yeah, I need wood. Seth. He's got out a fishing boat. I also have out a fishing boat. Another reason why I wanted those wood upgrades. Because I want to get out fishing ships. Yeah, I got out a couple of swordsmen just because they're cool. And I initially sent them up to join that other group, and then they got smashed, so I was able to pull them back. And this is big. I'm actually picking up the blacksmith text. So steeled arrow coming in, giving my arrows more damage. My opponent getting the specialized pick. Golden stone upgrades. Okay. What do you guys think? Am I playing this for, for a noob, obviously? Am I playing this decently? Is this the right way to play the English longbows and spears? Am I possibly, is this composition maybe too wood heavy? I don't know. I don't know. Alright. Don't get pop cap like me. If I remember, I didn't call it out earlier, but that is kind of going with my AoE2 build. I immediately got pop cap right out of the gate. It's embarrassing. Okay, here we go. This time I've got 10 spearmen and 7 archers. I am going to lose some vills, but actually, I don't lose any vills. All right, yeah. No. Shh. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes. Really able to push back on the counterattack. Very happy about that. Now, I've got double his army. He does have 1 vill over me. Okay, let's see. This is the first time I'm really looking at this UI. So, no relics, no sacred sites. My army value is not double his, but it's higher. Destruction value and worker kill. So, he's killed 3 workers. I've not killed any. I've destroyed 700 resources worth of stuff. He's destroyed 915. Okay. So, that's funny because I really felt like I had a lot of momentum out of that fight. I suppose I did lose a lot with the earlier longbow battle. But my instincts say, now it's the time to counterattack. I'm picking up siege engineering. This one is definitely a little weird in my AoE2 brain. Melee and ranged infantry can construct siege towers and battering rams in the field. So I don't need any kind of siege workshop. I can just use my spearmen. And what I was hoping here is that, he was going to stay on the horsemen and the spears would just do the work. He has Regnitz Castle coming in. Let's see, can I get any... Acts as a monastery and relics generate even more gold while garrisoned there. I'm assuming it's while garrisoned in Regnitz. It's not just any old monastery. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Gonna get up some battering rams. And when I see this come through, he's hit the castle age. It's scary because, age 3, you don't know what kind of specialized power units can come from age 3. But I also recognize that is a lot of resources that has gone into aging up and is not into army. So I don't, of course, have these numbers in front of me, but we see right here, I've got 43 units on the field. He's got 18. That tracks with me. I had this sense that there's a brief moment of time where I might actually have a better army on the field than him right now. See, the scoreboard is neck and neck. We can't see the score in game, or at least I can't. I don't know. Maybe I can flip that switch on somehow in the UI, but I didn't have it on, so I had no idea. wonder if... What does this I here mean? I'm figuring out so much about this game, guys. Yeah, I was really happy here. And I did note, by clicking on the units, I could tell he did not have any blacksmith upgrades. That made me happy. Because again, one thing I do know from playing AoE 2, the blacksmith upgrades can make or break an army. I felt really good about my longbow mass. Units are melting here. He's sending villagers to fight. He's sending villagers to die. Okay. I lose my battering rams, but he pretty much loses his army, as well as most of his eco. And Seth decides to call it, which means the very first game of Age of Empires 4 I ever played in multiplayer, I won. And it was a lot of fun. I gotta say, it was fun. Game 2 that I played, I got destroyed. Absolutely wrecked. But we don't need to see that on the channel. Don't worry about this. Ignore that. No, I mean, it was pretty fun too. But I liked it. So my question goes to you guys, everybody watching. Do you want to see more AoE4? Let me know in the comments below. I'm curious to maybe try out some of the other civs from the game. Particularly interested in trying out maybe some of these new civs coming up. I don't know. You guys let me know if you enjoyed the video. Give it a like. Consider subscribing to the channel. All of those things really help out. And I love hearing from you guys. Leave a comment. Let me know if you enjoyed the video and what you want to see next. Thanks, guys. This is Iron Kaiser signing out. Have a great one.